Hi guys, this is Jo Kelly. Today we're going to be talking about one of actors' favorite topic, which is confidence. So a lot of actors, when they start, coming to us to talk about acting and to talk about their training, talk about how much they want to be confident. And that's really their ultimate objective, is that if they could only have that down, and maybe you recognize yourself here, if only you could have the confidence down, then everything would be okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, like why you want that confidence, what's actually happening when you're trying to be confident, and what's a better way of actually going about it, because confidence at the end of the day doesn't work. So we'll look at these 3 points, and I'll start with really diving into your desire and your objective to be confident, which is really across the board in your experience as an actor. So I know that you want to be confident about your career, right? You want to be hopeful. You want to be confident that things are going to work for you. You want to be confident when you go for your headshot session, when you go for filming some scenes about your reel. You want to be confident when you have a meeting with an agent. You want to be confident when you go in an audition room. You want to be confident about a role that's being, proposed to you. You want to be confident on set when you play with the actors that you play with the director, etc., etc., etc. So I get it. You have to interfere with a lot of different people and steps as an actor, and you're thinking that feeling strong in all those steps is really going to be what will make a difference, right? So I really get that, and I also get that you're wanting to be confident because you're very committed to this work. You're very committed as an artist, and that you want to do a good job, and so you're thinking that confidence will do it. And so it's really justified. I really get the place where it's coming from, but that's not where we're going to go today, because what I want to touch on is that really, like, what you guys are experiencing when you're not confident is that you feel that the whole experience of acting is painful, right? So you go to an audition and you're not confident, and so you're feeling this was such a horrible sensation, there's some panic, there's some anxiety, your instrument closes up, you're unable to show up as great as you are, and so it's really painful. So I really understand that you don't want to feel a lack of confidence, because you don't want to act with pain. Basically, it's not why you got in this business. You really want to experience the pleasure that comes with acting rather than the pain, right? But so where I'm going to take this discussion is that the reason why you feel pain when you act, so I'll say it again, the reason why you feel pain when you act is because you are trying to be confident. And I know for now you might all say, what is she talking about? This is not true. Confidence is the name of the game. No, it isn't. And hear me out. Stick till the end of this live. So I am saying that the reason you do feel uncomfortable emotions when you act in all the different steps of your acting career, why you feel that acting is sometimes or always painful, is because you are trying to be confident. So let me go deeper in here. The reason you're trying to be confident is because you've been raised and wired and educated to be strong, to repress your emotions, to be confident, to be like everybody else, right? That's what we've been raised for, to compare ourselves to each other. It's all ego related. So at the end of the day, when you're an actor and you show up into an audition room trying to be confident and wanting to be confident, you're actually really taking care of your ego. And by doing that, you're letting go of the character's desires and needs. And your job description is not to take care of your ego. Your job description is to give yourself up and to make yourself available to defend the character's needs, not your ego. So when you come in an audition room and you're trying to keep your shit together, basically, and to be on top of your emotions and to be confident, you're being inauthentic. And the casting directors can feel that. You're not present. You're trying to be confident. You're pretending. You have a mask on. And with that mask on, you're going to try and act. So it's way too much to handle. You're not present. You're taking care of your ego, and your role, your job description as an actor is to not be in the room, but to actually be someone else and take care of their needs, not take care of your needs. It's a little bit like when you go into a car salesman store, whatever these things are called. Let's say you go to Toyota and you want to kind of buy a new car, or just take a look, right? You want to take a look. And there's these shark salespeople that come to you and try to sell you a car. That's what you're doing. When you enter an audition room and you're trying to be confident, that is what you're doing. You're trying to look good. You're trying to be right. You're trying to sell. You're trying to book the role. You're trying to feel good about yourself. You're in no way involved in being the character, defending their needs and their wants, taking care of them. So you're completely inauthentic. So you're thinking, I don't want to feel this fear and this pain when I act, so I'm going to work on being confident. But by doing that, what you're actually doing is shutting down your instrument, putting something completely inauthentic on it, walking in the room and standing like a salesperson. So nowhere along what I've just described are you actually going to convince anyone of your authenticity and of your freedom, because you're not, right? So I pitched the title of this live by saying that there was something that was much better than confidence. And what is much better than confidence is actually for you to be present. And for you to be present means that you are concerned with the character's needs. You are present with everything that you feel. You're present means you're alive. You're open. You're available. You're not trying to look good / confident. You are here. You are in the moment. You are present. With that, with you being present, your presence can be given to the character, right? That is what that is how you knock their socks off, by being you, by being present. And to be present, you can't be in your ego. Your ego has nothing to do with your presence. Your ego only has to do with you looking good and being right. So again, beforehand, before your audition or during your audition, trying to be confident is really just trying to have a better suit as a car salesman. It does nothing for your experience. It sucks because you're actually not acting. That's not your job. Your job is not to be having a golden ego. Your job is to, give life to a character who's trying to get something. That's your job, right? So you're not having the experience you came in for. And the casting director is absolutely not impressed because you're trying to put on a good face. And it's their job to recognize where life actually is and where the amount of life that an actor carries in a room will be able to carry a story. So you come in trying to look good and it looks terrible. That's what you do with confidence. So confidence, trying to be confident, is really just a defense mechanism. It's like a pirating strategy. You're not doing your work. Like if I'm the car salesman and all I want is to sell you a car, it feels horrible. That's not my job. It shouldn't be. My job is to take care of your needs and see if this is the car for you, to understand what you want, to understand your needs for a car, and then to maybe orient you and give you the space to make a decision. That would be my job, right? So same for you as an actor or as a performer. If you're trying to be confident, you're just trying to sell yourself. You're pirating, you're manipulating. You are not being an artist who is there devoted to their character, right? So how do you get present? Well, you make sure that is the core that you work on. It is your core. No matter if you're a beginner or an ender, whatever that means, whether you're, super active professionally or whether you're starting, your presence is your raw material. So if your presence is really like 100%, you're free, you're present, you're authentic, you're open, you're fully alive, well, then you exist. Then you are, right? Then they're interested because this is really life in the room. So the way for you to do that is to make sure that you work on your blocks, you work on your resistance, on your wiring that's preventing you from doing that. Even if you understand what I say right now, you might say, okay, I won't try to be confident. Next audition you'll have or tape, all you're going to try and do is look good because you've been wired to do that. So you need to put in the work to undo the wiring you were put under so that you can be your real, true, authentic self. And from that place, everything is easy. From that place, you can be present with anything, with any emotion, because you took out the wiring that told you how you have to behave, right? So the work we do in our community is exactly that. We take some time to undo your conditioning, and we reboost your instinct so that what's been lying dormant inside of you under your resistance can be woken up, like an old muscle. Like if you break a leg and you're in a cast for 6 months, you can't walk afterwards. You need to re-educate it, wake it up, muscle it up. So that's what we do. We do two things. We undo the jail that you're stuck in, and then we muscle up what was in the jail waiting to be alive. I will put a link to the wait list on our program in the comments. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and then myself and my team will get to them. Currently, we're still supporting actors who have financial difficulties because of COVID, and so we're doing a BOGO support. So you can bring a person and get in the work for 50% only of the full price. So that's how we can help you out. And yeah, voila. So I hope you're going to be present and not confident. And I hope you're going to have a great weekend. And I'll see you next week. All right. Bye, guys.